Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a Bangor man faces charges after he allegedly stabbed a woman.
34-year-old Kurt Fowler was arrested after police were called to 49 Ohio Street in Bangor just after 1:30 this afternoon. Detective Lieutenant Brent Bollier says they found Fowler being restrained by another male resident at that address and a woman with a laceration to her abdomen. She was taken to a local hospital. Bollier says her injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. Fowler is being charged with aggravated assault. That investigation still ongoing.
Sports betting is coming to Maine, but before fans can place their bets, rules surrounding the enterprise must be established first. Our Matthew Juroncic has the story.
Maine Gambling Control Unit held a press conference Wednesday morning releasing proposed rules for sports betting in the state. Even as the unit continues to finalize the laws for sports wagering, members of the organization say this is an exciting time to be a sports fan in Maine.
I'm very, very interested and looking forward to going live and getting everything done.
Governor Mills and Maine lawmakers signed off on LD 585 in early 2022 before signing it into law in August, effectively legalizing sports betting in the state. The Maine Gambling Control Unit has been working to put a series of rules in place since, referring to states like Colorado, Massachusetts, and Ohio about how they enforce their sports gambling regulations.
We have looked at 6 to 8 other states on a word-by-word, paragraph-by-paragraph, page-by-page, side-by-side review.
The 55-page rulebook outlines a variety of topics, including the procedures on how sportsbooks can partner with the Maine casinos, having Mainers stay in state to gamble, and how people can place their bets at kiosks. Champion is certain that the addition of sports wagering will bring lots of revenue to vacation land.
Our gambling control unit has gone from annual state revenues of $53 million from 2 casinos in 2016 to $64 million in 2022 from 2 casinos, fantasy contests, advanced deposit wagering, and charitable gaming. And we'll be adding another $3.8 to $6.9 million from sports wagering.
In a statement from Penn Entertainment, who runs Hollywood Casino Bangor, Vice President of Public Affairs and Government Relations Jeff Morris says, quote, "We are looking forward to reviewing the just-released proposed rules and continuing to work with the Maine Gambling Control Board towards the launch of retail sports betting in the state," end quote. Based on the amount of comments the Gambling Control Unit will receive during this process, Champion tells us he expects this to be rolled out as early as April 2023 and as late as January of 2024. Reporting from Augusta, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Governor Janet Mills unveiled her 2-year budget proposal for the 2024-25 fiscal year. Inside the governor's cabinet room, Governor Mills announced a $10.3 billion plan that would include additional money for workforce housing, health care, child care, and people with disabilities. The proposal is a $900 million increase from the last budget while maintaining the state's plans of paying 55% of local education costs, free lunches for public school students, and free community college.
This budget is balanced. It does not raise taxes. It fully funds a number of initiatives of the legislature that are law and that have cost a bit more than expected. And it leaves the rainy day fund untouched at its record high level of more than $900 million.
Well, this is the first time the budget has ever reached $10 billion while not raising taxes or impacting the state's rainy day fund.
Senate Republicans issued a statement following the budget proposal release, saying in part, quote, "Republicans are committed to working with Democrats to achieve a 2/3 budget in keeping with legislative tradition and the people's desire that we all work together. We are pleased the governor's proposed budget addresses several priorities Republicans communicated during the recent discussions and public hearing on the energy bill, including fulfilling our commitment to protect those who are most vulnerable," end quote.
Meanwhile, unsafe levels of PFAS chemicals have been detected in 3 of the 5 wells at the Mountain View Correctional Facility in Charleston. The state standard for PFAS in drinking water is 20 parts per trillion. A spokesperson for the prison says water in the 3 affected wells exceeded that standard with readings from 27.7 parts per trillion to 31. Alternative water sources are being provided to staff and residents. Meanwhile, Maine DOC says they will conduct more frequent testing on the wells and water at MVCF until the standards have been met.
The Maine Department of Health and Human Services is urging uninsured Mainers to sign up for affordable health care coverage through the state's health insurance marketplace ahead of Sunday's deadline. Mainers must sign up through coverme.gov by this Sunday, January 15th, in order to secure a 2023 health plan. People can use that website to compare private plans, apply for financial assistance, and enroll in a new plan. Again, you can go to coverme.gov. The deadline to enroll is this Sunday.
The city of Presque Isle is trying to help those impacted by the sudden closure of the Presque Isle Inn and Convention Center. A statement sent out by the city says the owner placed a closed indefinitely notice on the door on Monday with no prior notice to the city. Presque Isle Resource Development and Public Information Officer Kimberly Smith says the city was aware of outstanding code violations, including those pertaining to the fire suppression system. Those were found by the state fire marshal. Now, Smith says because of the city's concern for the 25 former employees and family members living at the inn, the city did an in-person inspection and determined the structure was dangerous due to life safety concerns. Residents were notified they need to move out by 3 p.m. this Friday. Each former employee was given a letter with local community resources. The Aroostook Community Action Program will be on site at 11 o'clock Friday morning with a rapid response team to assist individuals at the hotel with housing and employment. All right.
Yeah, definitely a situation that is unexpected and shocking for many families.
Yeah, definitely, a difficult situation there. Hopefully they'll be able to line up some resources for those who were affected.
Absolutely. And outside, we're feeling those temperatures drop steadily. Really cold out there
There
right
is
now.
some biting cold going on right
Good
now,
way to
for
put it.
sure. And with a little bit more on what we can expect in the coming hours, more than likely most of the same. Let's take a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Look how cold it was earlier today. We started out with temperatures only in the single digits, and with a little bit of a breeze, it felt much colder than that. By the coast, though, of course, those warmer waters are keeping temperatures a little bit milder, still around 10 degrees. And, of course, up north, that radiational cooling, look at Clayton's Lake, 18 degrees below zero. That is cold, cold, cold. Later in the day, though, we did warm up, still below our average for this time of year, but we were hovering in those mid-20s here in town as a high earlier today. Bar Harbor, same story. Mid-20s, even some mid-20s up north. There were some teens, so some pockets of colder air. Overall, though, we are in the clear. We do have some increase in clouds, though, tonight, and that's going to continue into tomorrow as our next low-pressure system is just a couple of miles away. Tonight, though, another chilly night. Temperatures will be in those lower teens. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much.
Yeah, really feeling those temperatures right now, and still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, how a nationwide outage grounded numerous airline passengers today.
And students are celebrating the Year of the Rabbit with the Bangor Chinese School. We'll have those stories and more local news when we come back.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have a lot of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful new homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 8:30 on Fox 22.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm one of the heat pump consultants at Dave's World. We are Maine's leader in heat pump installations because we have an awesome team that is dedicated to an awesome experience, and we are backed by Mitsubishi products. It's easy to promise awesome, but it is another thing to deliver on awesome. There are so many solutions for every home. The goal is to solve problems and find what's right for the customer. You have heating and cooling problems, we will solve them from start to finish. Dave's World, awesome.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you. General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it.
It's Battle of the Ages.
These old geezers better work.
This old guy's here to play. This is a joke. Hell's Kitchen, Battle of the Ages, Thursday on Fox.
Coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll check out the gambling rules press conference that occurred yesterday that could have big implications for the state's gaming rules. Plus, we'll hear from Governor Mills regarding the new state budget, and we'll get details on the process of signing up for affordable health care. All of this and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
A nationwide outage kept many airline passengers on the ground today. Devin Dagnall shares the latest.
I didn't know until I got in the Uber, and the Uber guy actually said, "Are you sure your flight is leaving?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Just walked in 10 minutes ago and saw the red band on the board, which didn't look good.
And yeah, my flight got canceled, and I saw earlier in the morning that a lot of flights were being canceled, but I just didn't think that mine would be.
Travelers across the nation received a rude awakening when the Federal Aviation Administration announced a nationwide outage of their network that resulted in grounding of all flights in the U.S. The problem was fixed by 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, but the aftermath didn't end quite as quickly. At first glance, Amy Thibodeau, the Marketing and Business Development Manager at the Bangor International Airport, thought that the consequences would be minimal for flyers at her airport.
Really, for us, we just saw a couple of delays. We were able to, minimize the passenger impact, and things didn't really get too backed up for us, at least not yet.
Yet was the operative word. The number of delays for Bangor International Airport jumped from 4 to 9 just moments after we conducted our first interview with Thibodeau. We met with her again to see exactly what was going on.
What we are seeing, kind of what we anticipated may happen, is that we're going to see some more delays showing up on the board as the day goes on, as air traffic kind of resumes to normal. Right now, we're seeing about an hour to 2 hour delays for most.
According to FlightAware.com, there have been 9,000 delays and nearly 3,000 cancellations across the United States as of Wednesday evening. Thibodeau anticipates that flight schedules, at least for Bangor International, should be more or less stabilized within the next 24 hours. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news tonight, 2023 marks not only a new year, it also marks the year of the rabbit on the Chinese lunar calendar. The Bangor Chinese School and the Chinese Learning and Culture Center are kicking off a series of celebrations throughout the community. Earlier today, a group of students from the Blue Hill Peninsula School visited the Bangor Chinese School to learn about the history of the Chinese holiday, participate in some games, and of course, try some authentic Chinese foods. Director of the Maine Language and Culture Center and president of the Bangor Chinese School, Jing Zhang, says they are proud to work with local schools and teach younger generations about Chinese culture.
The Bangor Chinese School, CLCCM, where we all here so proud we can be part of the resources for the local schools, local communities who are doing Asian study, China study. We're just so proud to have this opportunity to help them out with this. Right. That's so wonderful.
Well, for more information on upcoming events celebrating the Lunar New Year, as well as other resources provided by the school and CLCCM, you can visit BangorChinese.com.
Always fun to learn about new cultures, especially when you're doing it through food.
Yes.
That's one of the best ways, I think.
That's kind of what we were both thinking the whole time. Still hungry. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, more than a dozen elite soldiers are under investigation for drug and human trafficking allegations.
And a new batch of classified documents were reportedly found after President Biden says he was surprised sensitive materials were found at his office. We'll have those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Maine Commercial Solar offers a variety of services including solar system design, sales, maintenance, and installation. Maine Commercial Solar can help you with existing or new systems. We offer packages for installation by others, or we can help you build your own solar array, smaller residential or anything in between. Maine Commercial Solar is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions. We offer competitive pay, a 3% IRA match, vacation, holiday time, and a family-oriented environment. If interested, please call Jason at 848-7486.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Does your vehicle need a little more work? Have an odd sound coming from somewhere? Bring it over to Jackson's Automotive in Old Town. We have the best technicians and offer a fair price. We also accept all aftermarket protection plans. Now, if you're unable to drive your vehicle to us, we can help you get it here. Also, if you'd like to protect your vehicle for years to come, we offer Wool Wax undercarriage protection. We're located at 546 Main Street in Old Town. Give us a call at 827-2676.
Mad Cat & Company in the North Brewer Shopping Plaza invites you to host your next event with us. We are much more than just a bar. Our event room is designed to host any type of event, formal or casual. Family gatherings, birthday parties, corporate parties, club meetings, fundraisers, or weddings and receptions. We've got you covered. Our open floor plan can adequately seat 100 or more people, and we can assist you with food, drinks, and entertainment as well. Call or visit our website today.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
The discovery of classified documents is raising eyebrows. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle want more answers from the White House, but right now a lot is still unknown. Fox's Madeline Rivera reports from Washington.
Just days after the White House says classified documents were discovered at President Biden's former office in this building, a second batch of classified records were found in another location, a source confirms to Fox News. President Biden's aides have been looking for more classified information after his personal attorneys found the first scoop of files at the Penn Biden Center in November. The initial finding has prompted a Justice Department review.
I'm just not going to speak to this. I'm going to let the process continue.
Republicans are calling on Attorney General Merrick Garland to appoint a special counsel, like the one investigating former President Trump for keeping hundreds of classified records in Mar-a-Lago.
If there's not a special counsel appointed to find out how this happened with President Biden regarding classified information, it will hurt the country.
This development, particularly with these two locations, is probably the best news Donald Trump has had in a long time in terms of his own prospects before the law in this issue.
While some Democrats say they want an intelligence assessment, they argue the two cases are different.
The Biden team, when they found documents, immediately turned them over. I don't think that could be said in terms of Mr. Trump's team.
It's unclear when the second batch of documents was recovered or whether the search for more classified items from President Biden's time as vice president is complete. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
The Federal Aviation Administration grounded all departing aircraft early this morning after a nationwide technical outage caused mass cancellations and delays. It is the first such total ground stop since the September 11th attacks. Investigators are searching for the cause, and the FBI says there is no evidence of a cyber attack. The FAA releasing a statement Wednesday evening saying preliminary work has traced the outage to a damaged database file. Fox's Steve Harrigan has more.
Not since 9/11 has there been a complete shutdown of all departing flights across the entire country. It happened again this morning.
There's just a lot of frustration, a lot of confusion, trying to figure out what I should do.
Flying the friendly skies was anything but on Wednesday morning. From coast to coast, the Federal Aviation Administration ordered all airlines to stop departures. It all started Tuesday night with an outage of the NOTAM system, or Notice to Air Missions. The Safety Advisory Program lets pilots know of any problems affecting their flights, such as closed runways, weather hazards, and anything reducing their visibility.
I just spoke with Buttigieg. They don't know what the cause is.
The White House says there is no evidence it was a cyber attack. President Biden asked the Transportation Department to investigate exactly what caused the extremely rare event.
My top priority right now that the system is working again as of about 9 this morning, is to understand the root cause, understand how it could have led to this level of disruption, and understand how to make sure that it does not happen again.
Members of Congress want answers too.
How could a stable platform like that suddenly go down? There's a lot of questions I think Congress needs to ask of the FAA.
Not only did the glitch cause thousands of flight delays, but more than 1,000 cancellations, frustrating weary travelers.
I mean, it's really unexplainable. Everyone's dealing with it from coast to coast, and everywhere you go, you hear the same story. I really thought because of the holiday travel, that was the main issue. But, clearly it's still happening.
It's clear from empty scenes that many major airports like Atlanta are still a long way from back to normal. The latest numbers, which have been going up all day, more than 9,300 delayed flights, more than 1,300 cancellations. In Atlanta, Steve Harrigan, Fox News.
More than a dozen elite soldiers are under investigation tonight at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Senior Army officials say the probe is related to drug and human trafficking allegations. Fox's Jennifer Griffin has details from the Pentagon.
Fort Bragg, North Carolina is home to the U.S. Army's most elite units. 54,000 troops live and work on a 251 square mile base located off of I-95 halfway between Miami and New York, along a route known by the Justice Department as Corridor H because of the amount of drug trafficking, especially fentanyl. The Criminal Investigation Division questioned 15 Army Special Operations soldiers last Friday, among them Green Berets, as part of an inquiry related to alleged drug trafficking. 2 have been cleared of any wrongdoing. The investigation raised alarm bells within the highest ranks of the military.
U.S. Special Operations Command and U.S. Army Special Operations Command are aware of those allegations, and they're investigating.
A spokesman for U.S. Army Special Operations Command wrote, "We take all allegations seriously and are fully cooperating with the Criminal Investigation Division. The use of illegal drugs or any other illegal activity does not reflect the behavior we demand from every soldier in our formation. No charges have been brought and no arrests have been made."
The incident involves a small number of individuals isolated to one unit, and there is no evidence that this is systemic.
Dan Elkins, a Green Beret, says he's more concerned about the mental health issues facing Special Operations troops, where suicide rates are the highest in the military, 30% higher. Between 2007 and 2015, 117 special operators died by suicide. Since 2015, there have been at least 16 drug overdose deaths at Fort Bragg, according to internal Army documents. Those numbers spiked further during the pandemic and after the pullout from Afghanistan. At the Pentagon, Jennifer Griffin, Fox News.
We turn now to New England, where Fox's Laura Engel has more on the latest in the case of missing Massachusetts mother Anna Walsh.
begging them not to give them to the foster house tomorrow and not to separate children.
A plea for help from friends of missing Massachusetts mom Anna Walsh. Natasha Skye and Pamela Barty calling on the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families to release Anna's kids into their care as they work to bring Anna's mother to the United States from Serbia.
Right now, they need care because we cannot allow them to feel alone.
Anna's 3 boys, all under the age of 6, were taken from their father, Brian Walsh, Sunday after he was arrested and charged with impeding the investigation into his wife's disappearance. According to Brian, Anna was last seen in the early hours of January 1st when she got into a taxi to catch a flight to Washington, D.C. for an emergency work trip. Investigators say she never got into that taxi and her cell phone continued to ping near her Cohasset home on January 2nd. Surveillance video obtained by Fox Digital shows her husband at a juice bar that day, just hours before investigators say he spent hundreds of dollars on cleaning supplies at a Home Depot. Text messages obtained by Fox Digital also have Brian wishing a friend a Happy New Year and telling them he temporarily lost his cell phone on January 1st. While police work to piece together a timeline, friends of Anna and Brian struggle to make sense of what happened to the family.
There were signs he was a con artist. There was more than signs. There was ample examples. But there was never a mean streak.
Brian Walsh hasn't been charged in his wife's disappearance, but remains in jail on a $500,000 cash bond. In New York, Laura Engel, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10. In sports, one Bangor grad just broke her own record with Husson track and field.
You will have that story and a look at your full 5-day, all coming up.
It's Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, plus Braun Strowman versus Gunther for the Intercontinental title. An all-new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer.
And some call me the King.
There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer.
It's time to start planning that new home or garage you've been thinking about. Hammond Lumber Company is here to help, offering complete building packages with everything you need. With several options on their website and thousands of unique plans in their in-house drawing catalog. Hammond will help you make your dreams a reality. Choose your materials from Hammond's extensive showroom displays, and Hammond will deliver your order from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Start planning your new home or garage at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1291 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
After months of losing ground in its war with Ukraine, Russia is hoping to finally score a major battlefield win. Fox's Alex Hogan has the latest on the fighting from Kyiv.
The fate of the eastern Ukrainian salt mining town of Soledar remains unclear. Private Russian military group Wagner claims to have taken the town and killed nearly 500 Ukrainian soldiers, giving Russia its first major battlefield win after a string of recent losses. Ukraine, however, maintains that the battle is ongoing.
The fighting continues. The Donetsk direction is holding out. And we, without a break even for one day, do everything to strengthen the Ukrainian defense.
The fight for Soledar has become one of the costliest and deadliest since Russia invaded Ukraine nearly 11 months ago. Russian forces repeatedly sending waves of soldiers to attack on the ground, while also bombarding the city from the air with rockets and mortars. Intense fighting comes as Russian and Ukrainian human rights commissioners met in Turkey and agreed to swap more than 40 military prisoners. Turkey also agreeing to take in wounded soldiers from both sides.
This is our humanitarian duty, our duty of conscience.
It comes just a day after the Pentagon announced plans to begin training Ukrainian forces on the Patriot air defense system in Oklahoma next week.
The training will prepare approximately 90 to 100 Ukrainian soldiers to operate, maintain, and sustain the defensive system over a training course expected to last several months.
Meanwhile, Russia shakes up its military leadership by naming a new general to head its war in Ukraine. This comes after the current general took the job just 3 months ago. In Kyiv, Ukraine, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
Well, more rain pummels Northern California ahead of another round of storms this weekend. People across the state are still cleaning up from Tuesday's wet weather. Fox Weather's Robert Ray has more.
Heard a thump, thought at first it was an earthquake.
That thump turned out to be a giant tree falling against this home in Northern California. It's a scene residents across the region are dealing with after days of severe storms. Crews are now scrambling to clean up the debris as yet another round of rain falls on the state. Officials fear several more inches of rain could cause waterways to overflow.
We have 10 reservoirs, and we currently have 3 reservoirs spilling and potentially a 4th getting close to the top.
This next series of atmospheric rivers also threatens to dump more snow in the Sierra Nevada. Since Monday, ski resorts there have seen more than 5 feet of snow. Forecasters expect another 1 to 2 feet through Friday.
We need the water, and no complaints on my end. It's a little more shoveling than we're used to, but I'm not mad at it.
Further south, people are finally getting relief after days of steady rain. The break in storms is giving crews a chance to clear mud and debris that piled up this week. In Los Angeles, sinkholes and mudslides caused significant damage to homes and roads. Elsewhere, raging floodwaters have left some residents with nothing.
Debris began to take the fence of our enclosure down and just bring in mud, trees, and everything and destroy it.
Despite all this rain coming into the state, California continues to suffer through a drought. In Aptos, California, Robert Ray, Fox Weather.
Well, it's no secret the U.S. experienced some pretty catastrophic weather events over the past year, but what we didn't know was the true price tag of all those storms until now. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration releasing a report that breaks down the 2022 disaster costs. Fox's David Lee Miller has the latest on that report.
Major weather events and an ongoing climate crisis taking a costly toll on the U.S. last year. A new report by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reveals the cost of extreme weather disasters totaled over $165 billion in 2022 for the U.S.
People are seeing the impacts of a changing climate system where they live, work, and play on a regular basis.
One of the driving forces behind that multi-billion-dollar figure? Hurricane Ian, which accounted for nearly $113 billion, and the impact of drought conditions on the western half of the country. NOAA cataloged 18 major systems, many topping $1 billion in losses. These disasters, ranging from hurricanes and severe weather events to floods and severe droughts.
We can see how drought is tens of billions of dollars of damage across many different industries: agriculture, tourism, water resources, and commerce at large, as it's a critical resource for us to better manage.
Since 1980, the number of days between billion-dollar disasters dropped from 82 to just 18.
With a changing climate, buckle up. More extreme events are expected, and as a result, we're seeing a growing need for climate services to help protect lives, livelihoods, and lifestyles.
According to the report, the cost of 2022's climate-fueled disasters ranks as the third highest of any year since 1980. In New York, David Lee Miller, Fox News.
Well, the White House extended the COVID public health emergency, making more resources available as doctors scramble to contain a new Omicron subvariant. Fox's Jonathan Hunt has more.
The Biden administration says the COVID outbreak isn't over yet. HHS Secretary Javier Becerra officially extending the COVID public health emergency until at least April as a dangerous new variant spreads quickly across the country. The declaration allows the feds to protect health insurance coverage, give hospitals greater funding and flexibility, and expand services for patients. This is the 11th time it's been extended since the outbreak started, underscoring the difficulty of containing an outbreak now in its fourth year. The announcement comes as the new variant, XBB.1.5, now makes up almost a third of all new infections nationwide, and that number is climbing quickly. It could possibly fuel a new surge in hospitalizations, with New York and New Jersey reporting their highest levels in more than 11 months. While here in LA, the Department of Public Health is warning of a possible new surge following the holidays, with doctors noting this is the most contagious variant so far.
Though not as severe, it's causing more infections. So you're not necessarily going to have a severe case of COVID, but you are more susceptible to getting it.
The good news, the latest vaccine booster shots are proving effective in preventing severe illnesses. In Los Angeles, Jonathan Hunt, Fox News.
Alrighty, and Conrad's coming up with our full 5-day All the Answers, what we can expect through the weekend.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for that.
And another cold start to the day. Temperatures were only in the single digits, but there's a big warm up on the way. When does that arrive and how warm will it get? I'll have all the answers and more coming up.
When the Coach House Restaurant wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. The Coach House Restaurant, family dining at its best with fine home-cooked meals, delicious homemade desserts, and a large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Looking for a new work experience? Fox and ABC Bangor are partnering with local employers to feature the best local job opportunities, like this one.
Bonham Masonry is currently hiring for general laborers and experienced masons. On-the-job training is available for those with no experience. We offer paid time off, travel pay, IRA, and health benefits. If interested in applying, please contact Dan Bonham at 323-5304.
Turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get energized with tons of equipment. Simply join through the free PF app. Deal ends January 12th.
Say goodbye to lag times and death spirals with our crazy fast fiber internet. At GoNet Speed, we've dropped our prices on fiber. That means hello to fast fiber internet starting at just $49.95 per month. Or go up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, for only $69.95 a month. The lowest prices we've ever offered. No contract, no hidden fees, no joke. Visit GoNetspeed.com to check availability in your area.
The Seahawks take on the Niners.
Touchdown!
And the Giants battle the Vikings. Super Wild Card Weekend, Saturday and Sunday on Fox.
And welcome back. Our main weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studios in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. All right, so pretty nice day out there today. We did have a good amount of sunshine, but this is the calm before the storm, folks. There's another low pressure system moving in right now. That's why we have some increase in cloud cover all across the Northeast. Look at all these thicker clouds rolling in. Boston, New York City, Burlington is in on some thick clouds right now. Even a couple of snow showers in upstate New York right now, just north of Albany. And that's going to continue to ramp up. For us, though, we're going to get a quick shot of snow on Thursday and then really quickly transitioning to rain as those warmer temperatures move in. So by Friday morning and then lasting throughout the day on Friday, we'll have rain. Yes, rain as these temperatures really warm up well above our average. So we're looking at even 2 inches of rainfall in some spots. Here in town, though, we're thinking around 1.5 inches of rain. Bar Harbor, same story, and there will be some pockets with near 2 inches of rain, especially closer to the coast, with all of this becoming rain. Here in town, though, as we will have a couple of flurries at the start, we're still looking at maybe a trace or dusting at the start, quickly transitioning to rain. So that's going to really melt things away very, very fast. Up north, though, Greenville coming in with around 6 inches of snow. But mind you, everybody will be transitioning to a rain and snow mix and then rain here in town. So most of the snow will be melting away at the backhand of things. We do have winter weather advisories in effect until around the morning hours on Friday. This is just outside of town, and winter storm watch is in effect. That will most likely see some warnings out of that, especially the northern part of the state where those temperatures will be a little bit cooler. Pretty much keeping all of it snow up there. So that's going to start to pile up, and it will really start to pile up. But now let's talk about temperatures. It's been pretty mild outside, folks. Florida, Texas, they're back into those beach weather, 70s, even some 80s. But that means warmer air is going to continue to move up north. New York City was in on some 40s earlier today, close to 50. Same thing in D.C. So that warmer air did end up creeping that eastern seaboard for us here. Temperatures tonight, though, not going to get warm, though. We're going to stay cold. 12 degrees, that's going to be our low temperature tonight. Partly cloudy skies, but like I said, increase in cloud cover will be continuing with those calm winds. Tomorrow, though, temperatures close to the freezing mark. This is when the low pressure starts to move in. Our next low pressure system will be moving in, especially in those afternoon hours tomorrow, as snow showers, and then quickly starting to transition into rain overnight, as our extended forecast outlook does show really warm temperatures close to beach weather by Friday, 50 degrees with those rain chances. Then by the weekend, we start to cool off once again. We'll be back into those 20s and 30s with some lingering snow showers on Saturday. Sunday, we're clear, and same story into Monday. Beth?
All right.
Just like the one day that you don't want to be super warm when we have precipitation. And you know what? It's happened once again. I'm just going to keep complaining about it until it's over.
It's all right. The sports is coming up next. Stay with us.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, hybrid, or fully electric. Brand new 2023 Kia Sportage, Sorento, Soul, Forte, and more. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway, or the affordable Sporty Forte with 41 mpg highway. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's talk some baseball here. We are now under 40 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training, and for Red Sox fans, we have both some good and some bad news. Starting on the good, on Wednesday, Rafael Devers officially signed his contract extension, a 10-year deal running through 2023. It was 10 years ago when 16-year-old Rafi put pen to paper to join the Red Sox organization, so good on them for keeping him around. Devers is a 2-time All-Star and hit 27 home runs and 88 ribbies last season. And even though he's now a $300 million man, he still plans to be the Rafi Big Scoop Sox Nation fell in love with.
Nothing changes. I just want to be the same guy that I've always been, someone who has fun, someone who enjoys the game, who's approachable. A lot of times my teammates ask me a lot of questions, and I'm happy to answer, but I never want to feel like I'm above the team.
He is now the face of the franchise. That kicks in 2024, so 11 more seasons of number 11 at third. Now for the bad news. Trevor Story underwent surgery on his right elbow on Monday. Story had his ulnar collateral ligament repaired, or UCL, so he could be out anywhere from 4 to 6 months. This week, Chaim Bloom addressed that big question. With Story out now and Xander gone, what is next for this roster, especially with spring training so close?
I would expect we're going to add. Frankly, that was my expectation even before this. Whether that's through free agency or trade, I don't know yet. What that looks like, who it is. Obviously, it's something we were already actively discussing even before this.
All right, let's move on to the track now. Over at Husson, where a Bangor native just set a program record. Husson sophomore Mackenzie Lambert broke the school record for women's high jump at the University of Southern Maine Open on Saturday. Her mark of 1.61 meters breaks her own record of 1.57 meters set last year. The Bangor High grad, who also has Husson's second longest long jump, was elated when she broke it, and it only furthered her motivation to jump even higher.
I was so excited. I immediately jumped off the mat and I did a few mini hops, and then I ran over to Coach Allie to give her a big hug. And I wasn't expecting to clear that. I've always had a goal of clearing 5.6, 5.8, and I'm just that much closer to getting it.
Wishing her luck with that goal. And Lambert's coach, Ali Kondracki, has seen her journey over the 3 years with Husson. Kondracki was actually her teammate for 2 years before taking the job before this season. So the former Eagles jumper says that one of the best parts of her new gig as a coach is having the chance to be a mentor for athletes like Lambert so they can lift up their teammates.
It's just been an incredible opportunity to not only be her teammate, but now to be her coach and help her grow further, and being able to, support her as her coach and not just as an athlete, and being able to give her the tools to help others.
All right, let's go to some high school sports now. We had some wrestling going down at MCI on Thursday, and that is where we will kick things off. It's Maine Central Academy, Lincoln Academy, and Coney. They're going at it in Pittsfield for a tri-meet. 132-pound weight class here between MCI and Lincoln Academy. Nice single-leg takedown from Keith Cook from MCI. He gets Garrett Marshall down and then runs the half Nelson and finishes him off with the fall. MCI on the board for 6. At 170 now, Tony Choi for MCI, Zach Hanna for Lincoln Academy. Lincoln picks up the pinfall there. They win 42-12. MCI and Coney. Choi going up against Lance Yeaton. Choi with a nice takedown, and then he picks up the pin. And then later on, that's actually going to take him a while to pick up the pin there, but he finished it off, stays with it. Love the sportsmanship there. And then it's Coney. They're going to pick up a fall here on this one. Takes him right down to his back, runs the half. Takes him a while to run the half, but he eventually gets the slap of the mat and the whistle blown for the fall. Coney wins this one 72-12. And then Coney and Lincoln going at it. 152-pound Jaden Lafrene for Lincoln. What a great double right here. He would run the half, and then he would pick up the pin right there. And then at the 285-pound weight class is where we are going to end things off tonight. There's the pin right there. 285, here it is. Coney's Johnny Latre. He's going to pick up the headlock here, and he gets the fall. Nice turn right there. You love it when the big boys go at it. Heavyweight was my favorite weight to watch when I was in high school. Coney wins 60-24. They sweep the tri-meet. All right, let's go to the ice now. Bangor hosting Lewiston for some Class A hockey. First period, no score. That's where we'll kick things off. Great chance for the Devils right in front of the net, but a save made from Liam Doty. He was on fire all night. Still in the first, another chance for Lewiston, and another couple of saves there from Doughty. Just a brick wall to start the game, and the same goes for Lewiston's Gabe Pomerleau. He makes a real nice save here in the second to keep the game scoreless at 0-0. And then he's going to do it again on a great chance for the Rams from point blank. This was neck and neck and would go to overtime neck and neck tied at 0-0. And then Lewiston's Luke Pomerleau would shut the door. Gets this one past Doughty. Devils take a 1-0 win in overtime. All right, let's go to the hardwood now for the border battle. Maine and New Hampshire going at it at the Cross Insurance Center on Wednesday. Black Bears looking for that first conference win. Getty Usapaitis, the recipient of some nice passing here. He's going to nail the corner 3 ball. Maine trying to claw their way back in it. Here's Getty again. Nice cut here. Nice pass from Peter Filippovity. Getty with the finish in traffic and one, putting Maine on his back. But New Hampshire was too much. Nazim Derry, he is wide open at the top of the key off the double, and he makes Maine pay to the tune of 3 points. And then it's going to be the Wildcats again, and this time it's going to be Jackson Baker connecting from outside with the D in his face. New Hampshire wins it 71-58. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. Be right back after the break.
Maine Commercial Solar offers a variety of services including solar system design, sales, maintenance, and installation. Maine Commercial Solar can help you with existing or new systems. We offer packages for installation by others, or we can help you build your own solar array, smaller residential, or anything in between. Maine Commercial Solar is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions. We offer competitive pay, a 3% IRA match, vacation, holiday time, and a family-oriented environment. If interested, please call Jason at 848-7486.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Mad Cat & Company in the North Brewer Shopping Plaza invites you to host your next event with us. We are much more than just a bar. Our event room is designed to host any type of event, formal or casual. Family gatherings, birthday parties, corporate parties, club meetings, fundraisers, or weddings and receptions. We've got you covered. Our open floor plan can adequately seat 100 or more people, and we can assist you with food, drinks, and entertainment as well. Call or visit our website today.
Just remain calm. Grab the head.
You grab the head.
Animal Control premieres February 16th.
It's on me now. On Fox.
Coachella headliners announced first looks led by Pamela Anderson and a special tribute for Leslie Jordan. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has this and more in today's Hollywood Nation.
Bob is back, countdown to Coachella, and a tribute for Jordan in the Hollywood Nation.
Well, it's okay to feel sad.
Reporting for duty, a tribute to Leslie Jordan will be held at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville February 19th to honor the late actor. Eddie Vedder, Maren Morris, and Brothers Osborne are among artists performing. Special appearances include Jim Parsons and Jordan's Call Me Kat cast members Mayim Bialik and Cheyenne Jackson. All proceeds benefit the EB Research Partnership for epidermolysis bullosa. The 2023 Coachella Festival lineup has been announced. Headliners are Bad Bunny, Blackpink, and Frank Ocean. The 22nd Fest takes place at the Empire Polo Grounds in Indio, California on the weekends of April 14th and April 21st.
I don't think people consider her the owner of her own image.
In today's First Looks is Pamela, a love story. The documentary features Pamela Anderson telling her story of her life and career, and as she says in the trailer, taking control of the narrative for the first time. The film premieres January 31st on Netflix.
I've always been a difficult man.
Bob Odenkirk is back with a new AMC series, Lucky Hank, from the executive producer of Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Described as a midlife crisis tale, the show is told in the first person by the unlikely chairman of the English department at an underfunded college in Pennsylvania. The 8-episode series debuts March 19th on AMC Plus and AMC. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Well, that staple dairy food that helped your kids grow strong and became a cookie's BFF had its own day in the sun today. It was National Milk Day. January 11th is the day when milk was first delivered to homes inside sterilized glass bottles. Hopefully, lots of you celebrated today with some cookies, cake, and you're, of course, drinking it with your main meals. I tend to celebrate with cookies and cake on many days. And also take some time to learn how milk is processed, find a dairy farm, and educate yourself on the industry, and enjoy some milk for sure.
And something great to go with milk, Girl Scout cookies. The 2023 Girl Scout season is officially underway now, and there's a new flavor to enjoy. The Raspberry Rally is similar to the popular Thin Mints. However, it includes a raspberry filling instead. Boxes will be available to buy online only. You can also order other popular favorites, including Samoas and Adventurefuls, until April. Cool to see them putting a twist on the Thin Mint cookie, because I think that's one of their more polarizing flavors, because it's either like your favorite cookie or you just don't like it at all.
Well, and they're such a classic, they're such a staple every year. It's Girl Scout cookie season, and yet they are still managing to kind of reinvent a flavor here and there and still do something different while keeping the ones that we know and love, alive and well and ready for binging.
Yeah, they know which ones never to take away, I'm sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Quite a few of them.
Yep, yeah. I can't wait to get my hands on some boxes.
Oh, I need some peanut butter sandwiches
those are so
and
good.
Some of the caramel delights or the samosas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yummy.
So good. Samoas.
That's right. All right, well, that's all we have for you tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Have a great night, everybody.